so okay yenkwe ya kwaya ni mu ana yeguso ayekọ na ne yetwen se lawyer besan ba na afi ya to ankomo ne so amampani his excellency John Dramani Mahama abamane se na administration asa na ban no wasigina ye se ye pe obi de na kọ bambo adwuma mu o man Ghana mu te se asrafo adwuma prosifo wo ma ehwe Ghana ya hye so ye immigration fo no wo ma wo nsuo su navy ne wo ma aka ne nyina no ye pe enipa de wo ma komu a asa ne nyina kwakọ ye nkran ko a enti obia wo pe bia akobia no na se wo so obeyedwe e wo nkra ha anase se wodi obi otenkra ha no machi afo behwe no ne ye bo obi nkonsa ne ye gibinum sikadi na ye de bi fa nkwanta ne ade ko ba ne sa no ana pressure no na ba begu nkra ha pa enti waye ne se wo ye nhhehye ye se de be ya wo be decentralize na cheso be chichechem e de akomantam ne mansini ahodo num se de be ye beboa na ba bi obi atie no obetimi anya kwan na wode ne nkrata akọ baby a wotie no onkotwa kwanten mankran na oba bepe bambo na se security service no mu adwuma se woye na we ye nhhehye yahodo a omampani se woye sanse e ka ne bosha wo hye ye bra na wo pre akonwa e se Ghana fomfa ma no 2024 abato ni mu no abetena meye dwaso e di omampani no na asemi nti ye kwa homa so na ye ne security aspects baako Yera Richard Kumado abonkomo wa ben pa obambo mu ensem mu yenkwa ne monkomo obani wusi yanka Angel FM Angel TV kasiesu ni ma hai
Midasi
ya da senso pa na obre awie na minim sa we security experts here sa enkai boyi a omampani e de ato dwade aba abontene what be woni se etisen
Pastor Yanko. My kind be brave. I want to be brave. So, and Pastor, be a question and uncle.
Na me be said ye di kan say who ne sense decision na agency na ban na sie no.
Pastor, about regional recruitment na.
Recruitment I was say afed ye wo decentralize na ni nyina nkoye sa akra nko ano. E na meji wadwen de afa sa agency a aban sie no ho.
Okay, and see, places all over the world. A place like UK. And your mind is the way I hear 10 regions and I say 10 regions for Ghana, particularly with the military. Almost basic administrative blocks and military barracks. Basic administrative blocks. Now, every year, and I say every 2 years, every 3 years, one person will do for military one. Everybody goes there now. I control online exams. Control here now. You select your more pass here based on the criteria for the exam. Now, ya trouble letter say bra for basic body checks and I say some field exercise. Move here no more pass here no. Now ya enlist them into the military for the rare training to be done. Me name say modality now President Mahama Kaya no. Get the same modality like what happens in the UK, for instance. But police is all over the country, and this methodology not apply to police. Omomu was struck that every region has a regional police headquarters, and they can create a separate block and one desk office for some of these exercises, so that you don't bring everybody down to Accra. And now you don't ask everybody to go on a portal and pay money to register. And then you're fraud and it's a criminal-minded something. Knowing say you wanted 1,000 people and you will allow 25,000 people to apply for each of the security institutions apart from the DNI. I don't know the modality the president is bringing based on this regional recruitment policy. So yeah, the same modality there, very beautiful and very great. There's another school of thought there. There has been some imbalances in the military, particularly based on the tribes and based on clans and based on language and based on where you come from. So you're not a president in per se or creating meaningful balance. So I the modality in other than that, all over the world, in most places across Europe, you don't have a situation where on a particular day you ask everybody to gather in Kumasi Sports Stadium or Airwork and go through that hustle and bustle because they want to join the military. And these are the ideas I have when the president said, let's have a regional-based recruitment. the imbalance now. We need to wait. If it's talking about decentralizing where people can apply everywhere they are, I belong to that particular school of thought.
Yo, now a bit me a solve this problem because yet your maya, your quota, your chicha edema a binom, oko constituencies a hoodwa, ya a lot of MPs and answers and croffa air pre to me, obey your simidin croford do say call military, call police, protocol and sense them no. All these near my you who say no, sa decentralization system no, still sa problems bit to say ya ye huno, a bit me aboa.
We are to wait and see the modality. This whole protocol and politicians hijacking the recruitment process into the law enforcement agencies. That's why our law enforcement institutions are not well built, and that's why they are not performing. And that is why they have been collapsed, or that's why they have been denigrated. I think it's a lazy way of thinking. Say the only way politicians can create jobs in this country is to pile up the security agencies, particularly the police and the military, with people who have no business going into those places. All our institutions, they have been bastardized with politicians and the protocol idea. And see, me, I don't support that protocol idea. The thing say, if people want to go into the security agencies, let them apply. If they pass the first and the second test, then you can put in a word for them. But to put in everybody wholesale because we are MPs, when we are creating jobs, because we know that MPs are not to create jobs. But almost half of their way onto their head, said they are everything and they can create jobs and all that. And they are taking a mess of the whole thing. Or check the police report to me and performing on my duties. Now, my first here. But you've forgotten that you are the one who bastardized the police together with people who have no business there. Me call BNI. Now you're 4,000 plus next 30 years. After 3 years of background checks, you're fire NIPA 4. And then how many people goes into the BNI? Go and look at the mess they created there. Go to the police, go to the military. It's an eyesore. And so for me, I don't believe in that particular procedure at all. Now, they say what President Mahama is talking about, even though I haven't seen the modality, and they say we will benchmark what goes on in the UK. Now, I'm making life so easy for everybody, irrespective of our background. So, now, you just go through the process without knowing anybody, and you'll be there. And that brings about loyalty, nationhood, and the love for country and to serve your nation. Other than the procedure, I want to say I created too many unproductive outcomes.
Finally, Nansana memoir corner. Yeah, back to politicization. Bibia as a Ghana ya politicizing no. What's ya some mampani kan ya? Was say a campaign promiser or yeah. And no na odi to say ya no. Don't you think sir ye drew time me was ye nya policy ye nya nhye as to how ye fa enipa bi wo security service mu emo mu ye adwuma chan say ye be twen say obi aba on fa ne system mbra. Ye kan ebi mampani die or ye decentralization fei amanyokuo bi beba ono so de bi menya ne sa meye ne sei eno so
definitely many against a problem, and it is the lazy approach of politicians in this country. Recently, Minister for Interior can say a total number of people were sacked or they were asked to leave the security agencies. Who can ask them? Or by on the committee to review the recruitment procedure. And we did it pass as a result of that, and I'm recruitment audit, and I am a bit coffee. If this is the country we want to run, then we are in problem. Because if you look at what some people did in terms of recruitment, they just bastardized the recruitment agency programs, they bastardized the security agencies, they put in all manner of persons into the place who have no business being there. Now, one of the criteria outlines for recruitment into the agency was the age. Most of them were age class of about 32, unless you have a specialized skill, which is based on risk-based approach and not a recruitment-based approach on the need basis. You will see people like 50 years, 54 years, people who are over 30. No, a whole lot of people were bastardized into the system. And it's quite a problem. So by and large, I can tell you on authority that the state is not benefiting from the dividends of recruiting people into the agency, particularly about police and other military. And this is the danger. In the state you are putting them there, they can work for 5 years, 10 years. At the time it made them the most, they have become armchair investigators and soldiers in uniform. And to me, the politicization is not the best. We need to find credible ways of recruiting people into the security agencies. Other than that, it's getting out of hand. And for some of us, you can't breathe. Probably tomorrow, prosperity will judge us.
Obani adase pa we say wanya brede amayen security experts wa ben ewo bambo mu nsem yewra Richard Kumado no na yete ne nka no
yo efiri ho a ye ba be ko